Hi everybody, welcome back to MD Fly Fishing. Been out to Pennine over the weekend. I also went to Rye Build Up a couple of days prior to that. I've been to some other places, but I didn't film it. I just went out to enjoy my fishing. However, I've been making a few flies, decided to take them out, see how they went. Took the old apps as well. I got a collection from a guy called Frank's Flies, so I decided to give that one a go. He gave me so many, I'm going to have to spread them out over the next couple of months. Nice windy day, met some really nice guys on the water. They were all catching, on amber apps. We had a guy that was just fishing a booby on a floating line. He had some really good fish and a low double, about 11 or 12 pound. Andy W, who was next to me on my right, as he hit into a low double, 11, 12 pound on a foam daddy. I was just fishing my little buzzers that I'd made, just trying them out. I fished one of his olive apps. I also fished like a green zonker, because I got some materials sent to me from another individual, made a zonker up, and the trout were just hitting it left, right and centre. But I never hooked one. The reason being, tail was too long. So the first buzzer I tried was a black buzzer. Rather than having a red collar made of tinsel, I made it of red wire. Put it as a single point fly to rising fish. Cast it out, floating line, 10, 12 foot leader. Put it into the area and just give it a slow figure of 8 back. Fish were in the surface all the time. I know I've always said, don't go for the fish on the top, go for the ones underneath. But people were catching on the top, so that's what I did. It was out there for probably about 10, 15 seconds, and the fish took it. Only a little small stocker, but I was quite happy. Proved my little fly worked, so I was quite happy with that. BC, a friend of mine, was fishing a nothing fly, which I believe is just like a size 12 or a size 10, with a little bit of black material. There's virtually nothing on it, and he went through all 3 flies because he was getting snapped, but the fish were taking it on the surface, and he was on a 10 pound leader. So anyway, let's land this one and we'll get on to the next one. Right in the bottom lip. Whoops, keep still. There it was. That's on a little wire. So from the material that was sent to me, I made this like green zonker. This picture here is of the revamped version, because, as I say, the one I was fishing, the tail was too long. But you could feel the fish hitting it, but they were just grabbing the tail. And I was just thinking, come on, you've got to go for it. Didn't want to slow it down too much, didn't want to speed it up. I wanted the fish to hook itself. But it was a good day. I met loads of people. Andy, who was next to me, came over, had a chat. Said, how are you? Recognise you, like your videos. He'd bought some of my flies. I showed him some of the new ones I've got, opened them up, and went, there you go, take what you want. No way, no, take what you want, mate. I've got tons of them. Try them out for me, send me pictures. Let's see how we get on with the next one. So I'd also been out to Rye Build Up, which I'm a member of. So I took a stalking bug with me, size 12, orange bead, peacock body, and daddy legs, double tied. Fished it on a number of places. Again, it was just windy everywhere I went. So I cast it out, nice 10 foot leader, let it sink down a bit, brought it back, slow figure of 8, bang, something hit it. And then it went really strange. It was like coming in weird. But when I basically brought it up, I got myself a nice brownie. 20-inch brownage stick. So I decided, because everything was blowing in that area, all the rubbish, all the twigs, anything that were floating, I'd move up to one of my little favourite spots. Took it up there, cast it out, hey presto, nice little rainbow took it. Some of the guys at the water were asking me about this dam, saying it's 90 quid a year to fish it. Is that it? Do you have to pay anything else? No, 90 quid a year. You can buy your ticket on their website. 90 quid covers you for the year. You can go there every day that you want. And as I said, it's got 2 boats. There's about 37, 40 odd members. And it's a good little community. It is hard fishing though. If you can catch here, you can catch anywhere. But it's also hard because of the accessibility to the water. Don't be afraid to get, when it's high water, to get in between the trees, catapult casting, all that kind of stuff. But for 90 quid a year, it's well worth it, honestly. So I decided to give an olive apps a go from Frank's Flies. I'll leave a link in the description of his Facebook page. Does absolutely all kinds of flies. But anyway, put this one out, and on the advice of a few people, strip it back as quickly as you can. And this, in this case, was roly-poly. As the line landed on the water, it must have bowed because the fish took it off to the left, but my line was off to the right. And then the fish started coming towards me. So I had to keep on roly-polying it to try and get that line taken up very quickly. And then once I'd taken the line up, normal routine, rod up, and then just control the fish with the right hand. Again, I'd fished it at a number of other places. I fished it off to the left where the feeder stream comes in. Didn't have my camera on, and I had a few fish take it, and a really good fish. Bringing it in, keeping it nice and tight, you know, not too much force, and probably about 3 or 4 foot off the net. It just shook the hook, because again, it's all barbless here. But on some of my retrieves, as you were just moving to the next pull, either be with the left hand or the right hand, that's when the fish took it. At the moment, it was not stationary, but at its slowest point. You know, I'm trying to let the fish hook itself and then take control of it. But this was a strange one. Board line. There was no way I could lift that rod and strip the line back. It had been off. So I just kept the momentum going. But anyway, let's get on to the next one.
3.5. That's alright, it's a wrecked line, this they all need changing. Quite a decent one. Apps, straight side at the house. There you go, as easy as that. Yeah, all afternoon. Oh, come on. Come on, off. You're coming home with me. I've paid for you. Let's throw that out there. Yeah, nice colours on it. Oops, sorry mate.
So I put on a red collar top hat buzzer, floating line, 12-foot leader, about £8. Cast it out into the ripples of the water, and it was quite a gentle take, but you could just see the line straight up, hook into it, fish on. Quite a little decent fighting fish as well. I don't know what it is with this place. You only get like £2-3 fish, and it rags you around. There was a guy off to my left earlier on. He hooked a fish, and he just had the rod in the upright position and not moving it. And I actually said to him, "Are you stuck up bottom?" He went, "No, it's just a hard fighting fish, a big one." No, £3-4. He just couldn't move it until it wanted to move. But anyway, disaster strokes. Beep beep beep. Oh no, SD card error. So the landing of the fish I've missed. So I'll pick up on it a little bit later, once I've netted it, just to prove, here it is guys, there's the fish. So that fly worked, more than happy with that. But the guys on this right hand side to me, Andy was on my right, fishing basically on the surface. He had some really good fish on a foam daddy. Sorry Andy, no GoPro footage. I know I'd caught one, and Andy had caught one. We got it simultaneously, and I thought, hey, 2 fish on 1 film, I'll get him on. But that footage is gone as well. And a guy off down to the right, a little bit further on from Andy, he was capturing, I think he had about 15 odd trout on a floating line. It looked like a short leader, about 8 foot, 9 foot. And he just had a booby on the end, just letting it float and bob around on the surface. Probably Works in the same manner as a pennine biscuit. That just floats on the surface and bobs around, fish come up and take it. Today was a mixed bag. Apparently on Saturday, just a black fly. And it was everywhere. It was on people's clothing. The fish were going mental. So, yeah, I'd like to have seen what that could have been. Let's crack on to the next one. So it was back on the apps, courtesy of Frank's Flies. I'll leave a link to his Facebook page in the description. I'll also leave links to various other places like Ripperton Fly Fishers for anybody who wants to join it. Good value for money, good fun. You even get a boat as well. And they provide all the safety equipment. You get your life jackets and everything. And it's 90 quid for the year. That is it. Paid up, everything. You've just got to get yourself there. That's all it is. This is one of my days out, as I've always said. I'm an enthusiastic amateur. I'm no professional. If you learn something, great. Oh, quicker. All the messages I get. Thanks very much for your support. But as I do say, it's just me and my days out. But thanks very much. I had about 8-9 fish today. Could have had a few more, but it's just good to get out in the fresh air, because once you start fishing, whatever's on your mind just goes away. Sad thing is, it comes back once you get back in the car. But anyway, I turned 60 in a week, so look after yourself, guys and ladies, and I'll catch you next time.